thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching this video. Uh, we're about to start a journey. My sister and Danita and I are known for epic road trips. We've driven many places. I mean, hell, getting out of Texas is an epic road trip, quite frankly. You're going to go 5 hours in any direction from Central Texas to get out, at least. So, anyway, this road trip, we're going because I came across a piece of art online that I absolutely have to have. I looked at it and really wanted it, and it just spoke to me, and it's something unlike anything else I have. But it was local pickup only in the Bronx. So looked into shipping it, twice the price of the already expensive artwork. And yeah, I've got friends in New York, but you know, why would you have somebody have something, hold on to something that large for an indefinite time, you know? So I rented a car, got there to pick the car up. It was all screwed up. It was ridiculous. Let me just say this, because I digress a little bit. Rented an SUV because you can fold down the seats, get a 6 foot or longer in diagonally, easily. So rented a car from Dollar Rent a Car. Don't do it. It's called Dollar for a reason. Dollar is the lowest denomination in the American currency. And so it is also the lowest quality you can get. I see my sister. Okay, so I'm gonna go inside and tell you more about this art quest. What had happened is I went in, greeted my sister, and totally forgot to continue this video. You know how it is. I hadn't seen her in quite a while, and went in and greeted each other and realized that we were both having similar challenges getting started on this quest. And so we laughed about it, totally forgot to record. And once we commiserated, did a few final preparations, we hit it. We got on the road. That's what we do. We drove, and when you have just two people traveling a really long, thousands of miles, usually when you're not driving, you're sleeping, and that's kind of what happened. So I apologize that I did not document any of that. So anyway, we drove, spent the night in Tennessee, and then we continued driving until we got to our hotel in New Jersey, because you had to be able to park. It's hard to find a hotel with parking in the city. Plus, that was very close to the Bronx, which is where we were going to pick up the artwork. And the first order of business, once we got to New Jersey, checked in, and across the bridge to the Bronx, was to go and meet the seller. A wonderful being, a beautiful person named Kalu. Kalu is an artist, a musician, a collector, a Cubano. We have so much in common that I collected this collector as one of my honorary brothers. The artwork is beautiful, Kalu. I love it, and it loves being here. It was all meant to be. So, long story short, we got the artwork. We handled that quest before we had any fun. Got a good night's sleep, and the first thing we did in New York was go into Harlem to go to Sylvia's, Queen of Soul Food, an iconic restaurant in Harlem. So we get off the subway and start approaching Sylvia's, and there is just this amazing street party happening with music. There were live bands, there were DJs, there were people standing around dancing. It was just an amazing vibe. It was just so refreshing to my soul to be in Harlem anyway, but to have this street party happening. Now, turns out that the day we went happened to be Sylvia's 60th anniversary. Now, we didn't know that at the time, but it felt to us like Harlem was saying, congratulations, sisters, welcome. You have achieved your quest. You have made it safely here, and we're throwing this party for you. So we went into Harlem, got to Sylvia's, and this is what we saw.
sound, gun sound. You heard?
There was a waiting list for tables, of course. After we partied a little bit outside, there was a waiting list for tables. So we just went a few blocks away to the Apollo Theater, knowing it was closed. We're just going, checking out the gift shop, having a look, and here's some images from that. We got back, we were on the queue, at the top of the queue for seats. So we went in, even though things were just really starting to pick up outside. Almost didn't want to go inside, but we did, and had an amazing time. Here's some video from inside Sylvia's Queen of Soul Food restaurant in Harlem. My sister and I are at Sylvia's Queen of Soul Food restaurant in Harlem, and our lucky girl that today they're celebrating their 60th anniversary. We're at Sylvia's in Harlem, celebrating the 60th anniversary of being in business, and it's just the greatest vibe. So excited to be here, and what a pleasant surprise. We had no idea we would get to see this. So I'm going to give you guys a look around of the vibe, what's happening. Very lively. There's a live band. We came in, you see the music that was happening earlier. This is Sylvia's busy staff. Sylvia's Soul Food Restaurant. Wow. What do you think, Nita? Yeah, that's all we have so far is cornbread. So we haven't eaten yet, but we're so excited to be here. No, we neither of us like cornbread very much. Man, that cornbread. That cornbread. As you heard in the video, Danita and I aren't big cornbread fans. Man. Anyway, here's a few parting shots as we were leaving Sylvia's. The party was just going in waves. It was going on all day. The mayor was there. Everybody who's everybody showed up for Sylvia's. Here's some parting shots. Next day, we went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. First time ever being there. Here's some shots. An art quest would not be an art quest without making a stop at the Met. And this is the first time I've actually been to the Met, as embarrassed as I am to say it. but definitely worth it. I'm now on the rooftop of the Met. Let me give you a 360. That's where we came up the elevator. You see a few people, mostly they're in the shade because it's hot if you're not from Texas. And there we are, just a 360 view of Manhattan taken from the Met. And this is another wonderful part of our art quest to New York. And we took a bicycle carriage ride in Central Park. Now, you might be able to tell in this clip, you know, these coming scenes, we maybe understood 40% of what our driver was saying. I can't even remember his name at this point. He's very nice. He was wonderful tour guide, but it took a lot of time to start kind of understanding the cadence of his accent enough to know what he was actually saying. So listen to me. Oh, right. Oh, really. And you notice that when we finally understood what he said, what he was saying, we repeated it over and, oh yeah, that's the center. That's the center of Manhattan. Yeah, oh yeah, there, right there, that circle. It was hilarious, but it was a beautiful day at Central Park, and a carriage ride with my sister made it all the better.
Also, concert for John Lennon, he passed away 3 weeks. He did the last concert there. Wow. Also, some part to move it.
Yeah.
So okay. This is circle here. This is Center Manhattan. Now, Center Manhattan.
That's the center of Manhattan.
Yeah, name Center Park.
This part is,
that's
okay.
The circle.
Okay, that's circle. Okay, center of Manhattan.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Wow.
You can go down and they take photo, you see. And then the view over there, all the way to Border House. And then when you walk down and it
comes back
come
out.
that side, and then I'll wait you here, okay?
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Come on.
Thank you. Okay, you know, no trip to New York is complete without a trip to Central Park. And here we are. This is one of my favorite areas. Just above us is what's considered to be the center of New York. Someone's playing beautiful acoustics here. And there goes my sister walking in. We've got a carriage ride, which I'll send you some images of. Looking beautiful. I'm gonna give you a 360. Somebody's singing too. Hold on. And Times Square. It's Times Square, okay, what can I say? Not necessarily my cup of tea, but we were doing the Fast and Furious 2 or 3 days in New York thing. Really, we didn't get to see any of our friends as we hoped we would, just because we were trying to hit all these places. And, you know, people have lives, and we had a schedule. But anyway, we went to Times Square, and here we are. Now, we're looking at Times Square, New York City. Look at these cool baobab trees. I never noticed these before. Someone is performing, or maybe it's just a DJ over there. That looks like to be where the biggest part of the activity is, but I don't know what it is. Really don't care. Just giving you a 360 view of Times Square New York City, all part of the Art Quest.